Talking out your neck when I know how your nigga neck work. I know you really hate my guts, cause you bitches really ugly, can't make this up. They call me Slim Rim, but my weight is up. They telling me I should wait, nigga, wait for what? The weight is up. Look, it's time. So if you see me with it, bitch, it's mine. When these other bitches rap, it's always just rhymes. When I rap, bitch, it's always 10 dimes. Stop playing with me. I got these niggas in the jail really staying with me. I got these niggas in the streets really slaying with me. I got these niggas in the south really hanging with me. I got these niggas in the gangs really banging with me. And what you looking at my shoes for? I swear to God, I know I'm on these bitches' moves.
Okay, y'all, today's tea is hot. While Remy Ma is busy celebrating a major win, Claressa Shields might be dealing with a reality check she never saw coming. Remy's diss track just climbed to number 2. The blogs can't stop talking about it. And now Papoose has dropped a bombshell that has the entire internet side-eyeing this relationship, because after months of engagement rumors, he says they're not engaged, not planning a wedding, not even close. Baby, make it make sense. Welcome back to Tea with Stella, the place where the tea is always hot and the receipts are always ready. I'm Stella, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we have a lot to unpack today. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to understand why people suddenly have more questions than answers about Claressa and Papoose. Now, let's be clear. This isn't just about a diss track anymore. This isn't just about social media drama anymore. This has turned into a conversation about relationships, commitment, and whether somebody may have been expecting a future that isn't moving the way they thought it would. And baby, that's where things get messy. Let's start with Remy Ma because she's been dominating the conversation lately. Her diss track caught major attention, spread across social media, and had blogs covering every reaction. Suddenly, everyone was talking about Remy again, and the internet couldn't look away. That also put more pressure on Claressa because every win for Remy sparked fresh comparisons between the two. The narrative online quickly became that Remy was setting the tone while Claressa was constantly reacting. Whether that's fair or not, that's exactly how the internet has been framing this rivalry. Now, let's talk about Claressa, because lately the internet has been analyzing her every move. Every post, interview, and workout video has people searching for hidden meaning. Some viewers even claim her energy seems different, and the speculation just keeps growing. Of course, that's only online speculation, but once social media creates a narrative, it spreads fast. Suddenly, every expression becomes a clue, and every post becomes part of the story. Then Papoose sat down for an interview, and one answer instantly gave the internet something new to debate. Now, here's where the story took a sharp turn. For months, fans were convinced a proposal was only a matter of time, especially with all the romantic posts and future plans being shared online. The internet had already started treating the relationship like a future marriage. Then Papoose shut down the engagement rumors by saying they weren't engaged. No proposal, no wedding announcement, no confirmation of what fans had been expecting. And just like that, social media started questioning whether the relationship was moving forward or simply standing still. Now, let's ask the uncomfortable question that everybody seems to be thinking, but nobody wants to say out loud. Was Claressa expecting more from this relationship? Because from the outside looking in, it feels like she's been talking about the future for a long time. Marriage, family, building a life together. Those aren't casual conversations. Those are conversations people have when they believe the relationship is moving towards something permanent. But Papoose's comments painted a completely different picture. And that's why people are confused. One side appears to be thinking long-term, while the other side seems perfectly comfortable keeping things exactly where they are. Baby. That doesn't automatically mean there's trouble in paradise, but it definitely raises questions. Because when two people are on the same page, the message is usually clear. Right now, the message feels messy, and the internet has noticed every single crack in the story. So here's where things start getting really awkward. On one hand, fans have been watching relationship posts, vacation pictures, and public displays of affection for months. On the other hand, Papoose is now telling people there is no engagement and no proposal. So naturally, people are asking the obvious question, what exactly is the plan here? Because baby, mixed signals have a way of creating confusion, and confusion always creates speculation. Let's be honest. If everything was crystal clear, people wouldn't be debating it this much. The reason the conversation keeps growing is because the public keeps receiving two completely different messages. One message says serious relationship. The other message says pump the brakes. And when those two messages collide, people start filling in the blanks themselves. That's exactly what's happening right now. Whether it's fair or unfair, the internet has decided that something about this situation isn't adding up, and they're determined to figure out why. Now, y'all know social media detectives never take a day off. The moment Papoose made those comments, people started digging through old interviews, old posts, and old photos. Suddenly, every little detail that nobody cared about before became important. That's what happens when the public thinks they've found a contradiction. They go back and start looking for evidence that supports their theory. And baby, once that process starts, it rarely ends well. People began revisiting things Claressa had said in the past about relationships and future goals. Others started bringing up photos and moments that they believed told a different story. Whether those conclusions are accurate or not almost doesn't matter anymore. The conversation has already taken on a life of its own. At this point, people aren't just watching the relationship. They're analyzing it like it's a full-time job. Now, whether people want to admit it or not, Remy Ma looks like she's winning the public narrative at this moment. Her diss track is charting, her name is trending, and people are talking about her music instead of defending her personal life. That's a very different position to be in. While one woman is collecting headlines for a successful release, the other seems to be answering questions about her relationship. And baby, that's not exactly the comparison you want the public making. What's really hurting Claressa is the timing. If Papoose had never made those comments, the conversation might have stayed focused on the music. Instead, his interview poured gasoline on an already burning fire. Now, every discussion about Remy's success somehow circles back to Claressa's relationship. Fair? Maybe not. But that's exactly how social media works. The internet loves a winner. And right now they're acting like Remy is holding the trophy while everyone else is trying to explain themselves. Now let's get into the question that's making a lot of people uncomfortable. What if Claressa is the one thinking long term while Papoose isn't moving at the same speed? Because baby, those are two very different places to be in a relationship. One person is thinking about forever, while the other person is talking about where things stand right now. And sometimes that's where problems begin. I'm not saying that's what's happening behind closed doors. None of us know what their private conversations look like. But from the outside, people see a woman who has spoken openly about wanting a future and a man who just shut down engagement rumors without hesitation. That's why the internet keeps asking questions. Because if everything is perfectly aligned, why does it feel like two completely different stories are being told? And baby, when uncertainty starts replacing clarity, people naturally assume something isn't right. At this point, everybody seems to have an opinion. Some people think Papoose is simply being honest and refusing to let social media create a story that isn't true. Others think Claressa may have expected this relationship to be further along than it actually is. And then there's another group that believes the internet is blowing everything way out of proportion because that's what the internet does best. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. But here's what we do know. Remy's diss track created attention. Papoose's interview created questions. And Claressa ended up right in the middle of both conversations. That's why this story refuses to go away. Every new detail creates another theory. Every theory creates another debate. And every debate keeps the drama alive. Baby, this situation has become a full-time discussion topic, and people don't look ready to move on anytime soon. So that's today's tea. Remy's diss is winning headlines. Papoose has shut down the engagement rumors, and now fans are questioning everything they thought they knew about this relationship. Was Claressa expecting more, or is the internet simply doing too much? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm Stella. This is Tea with Stella, and I'll see you in the next one.